Ah, the sweet sound of dice rolling.
That was not great. Oh, that was really bad. Alright, I have 5 basics, so beat that.
You and your 5 basics, man. Like
5 basics, no power.
You are really
This
good
is
at like
atrocious roll.
You're really good at like
Being
doing
bad.
that. Yeah.
Luck is in inverse proportion to skill.
So you don't believe in just like straight up, being able to play your way out of this?
No, I think I will. I just want Chet to remember that.
Yeah, okay.
That I started bad and I'm still going to win.
Uh-huh. Because that has worked out so well. But I am playing a deck that really does sort of play right into Cole's.
You picked a lot of 1 toughness guys after I picked Cole as my starter.
Yeah, but I think that's just the very nature of it. I mean, in essence, right? Like, it may just be that Cole is a bad matchup for Noah. And that's okay. I mean, I think that's a good thing to have happen in a game. So, we'll see. We'll just see if I can overwhelm Cole, because it is still limited by your hand size. Okay, I have 5 cards. Man, it feels so strange playing with proxies because my hand feels so fat compared to like playing with regular cards. Okay, so we're shuffled. Time to roll. Whee! I don't think I have very many basics there, Neil.
Great.
1 basic, 2 basics. I think you get to go first here.
All right, I'll go first. Main action, I will play a Changing Winds. When it comes to the play, I'm going to draw 2 and then put 2 back on the top or bottom.
Okay.
1 on the bottom, 1 on the top.
Okay.
Side action, I'm going to throw a cricket at you.
What's that do?
With the Cole ability. And then I'm going to do the cricket ability to play it when I discard it.
Okay, so I just take 1?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing there. I see.
Yes.
I'm like, what's happening? Vegas gave me some great prop bets here. Went for Neil, goes, well, that's not something that should happen at least once. Yeah. Fair enough. All right. Okay, so let's do main action bear. Side action, we'll spend a basic, exhaust, and exhaust your cricket.
That's a side action?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm going to cheat here for a second.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to do the Changing Winds.
Okay.
Draw a card. Change a die in my active pool to...
How did you cheat?
I looked at the card I put back because I didn't remember what it actually costs.
Okay.
But it was one that was in my hand to begin the turn.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So it wasn't like super cheating. It was just like me being dumb.
Hey, thanks, Kaiser, for the follow. That's Kent. Kent-terrific.
Thanks, Kent.
Yeah, man.
Play a swordsman.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a thing.
He's pretty good, I think.
So does he have the quick strike now?
No, he is a
Okay.
He's a 3/4.
Okay.
When he destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking, I can place an exhaustion token on target unit. And he has alert, so he doesn't exhaust to counter.
Okay.
He's a 3/4 recover too.
Well, let's main a butterfly monk.
Okay.
Let's side master wolf. Your turn. Oh, Kent's even like chatting. I just figured he was gonna like run in the background for us to help with our viewer count, but no, he's full on. Like, sweet man, thanks.
I am going to... Do damage to you with the Coal ability and use the new ideas when I discard a draw card.
Okay.
Main action is pass.
Okay. I'm going to play a Butterfly Monk.
What is that thing?
Unit guard. This unit may guard a unit that is being attacked. It's a 1/1. Mend 1. When this unit is destroyed, you may remove 1 wound token from a target unit or Phoenix Born. And then side action. I'm going to pass on side.
So that was the main action you did.
This was the main. Yep.
Okay.
No side.
Side action of Coal your guy.
Okay, kill it?
Yep.
All right, so I heal 1.
Main action of pass.
Okay. Let's main a secret door.
I don't know what that card does now.
It just says side action, exhaust, and an illusion class die. Choose a target unit you control with a life value of 1. It cannot be blocked for the remainder of this turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to pass on side. No side.
Okay. Side action, do damage to you with the Coal.
Okay.
Main action, expand energy.
Okay.
Draw until I have 2 in hand.
Okay.
Go ahead. I told you this is a deck yourself deck.
So let's go ahead and side action, dice power from illusion. Let's bump both of your divine dice down 1. We're going to try to use our illusion ability effectively. And for the main action, I don't think bear trades extremely well, but we're going to play a bear. I have to start to try to get some incremental advantage over that swordsman.
Well, you're just going to run him into the swordsman, right? Like, the swordsman's just going to kill it?
Yeah.
Alright, swordsman attack barrack.
Okay. Counter. So I do 2. Bear goes down.
Side action of throw an anchor knot at your guy.
Take 1.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's side action, exhaust, and spend this to make a masked wolf.
Okay. You got 1 card in hand?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's main action this, play Frostfang.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Coal your Frostfang.
After this unit is dealt damage, prevent 1 of that damage from being received.
Coal your wolf.
Yep. Okay. He's immune to coal.
Pass.
Okay.
Main action.
So I think the Phoenix Born can't guard because he can't be blocked if I attack with Frostfang into the Sonic Swordsman. If I do this as a side.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a difference between like guard and block.
Do you want to run out to the other room? There's the Ashes Rulebook for 1.5. We'll take a look at it. I just want to make sure we play it correctly. It's on the desk, on the end. So specifically, if you go to the combat section, which will be quite a few pages in,
This is a lot of pages you printed out.
Yep.
All right.
So if I attack a unit, is the Phoenixborn guarding the unit or blocking?
Your opponent may guard with their Phoenixborn.
Okay. And is it called blocking if it's...
Okay, so if you attack a Phoenixborn, it's blocking. If you attack a unit, it's guarding.
Okay. So then Cole can still guard this here.
Does that say can't be blocked or can't be guarded?
Can't be blocked.
Okay, then yeah, I can block with the...
Okay. Well, I still think I run the Fast Fang as Swordsman.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely going to block.
Yep. Okay. So you take 3. No side.
Okay, I pass.
Pass. So I go first here, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. This comes off. And then we roll dice.
This was better than last time.
That's good. Don't feel like your deck really requires a lot of dice. Didn't seem like it anyways.
Well, I mean, if I had dice, I could have done a little more.
Sure.
But because Cole just like throws the cards, then obviously I can do that for free.
Okay. Let's just go ahead and attack the Swordsman for 3.
Okay, on counter.
Okay, so I kills the Fang, do 3 to the Swordsman. Side action of... So if you countered, you're exhausted, right?
He has alert. He does not.
Oh, he does
the
not.
Counter.
Okay, so
normally you would. Specifically, Swordsman does not.
let's just go ahead and do 1 to him with the dice power.
Okay.
Okay.
Side action will be throw a crickets at your guy with the coal.
Okay.
Since I haven't meditated and I discarded it, I will pay the basic to put it into play.
Okay.
Main action of make a cricket.
Okay.
Because it's focus, as an additional cost, I can discard a card from my hand to make 2 crickets.
Okay.
And then when this is discarded, I have to draw a card.
Okay.
Game actions.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. Spend 2. Let's Miss Typhoon, do 1 to all opponent's units. You may draw a card.
Okay. So a double trigger of these things dying.
And what does that do?
They have 2 death triggers. When it's destroyed, I can change a die in target player's active pool to the side of my choice, and also I can we each choose a card in the other person's discard pile to return.
Okay.
So you only have 2 cards in your discard pile.
I have a Miss Typhoon.
So you get both of them back.
Okay.
I
guess I look at yours.
Yep. And I'm gonna change your power illusion to a basic, and I'm gonna change one of my change my basic to a power.
Okay.
Over here. I hope they don't change cricket.
I'll give you both those.
I'm gonna quit if they change cricket. Cricket is so sweet.
Neil likes cricket a lot.
I do. I love cricket. So that was your main action, right?
Yes, that was my main, to play Miss Typhoon. Side action is... let's go ahead and spend one of these guys. Actually, you know what? Let's do just spend a basic and exhaust your cricket so you can't get another cricket.
Do you get to target it, or do I get to pick?
Choose target opponent, place 1 exhaustion token on an unexhausted ready spell they control.
Okay. So you got crickets.
Okay.
I'm going to play... Well, let's do 1D with the coal.
Okay.
Side action.
Go to 5.
And then play an Essence Druid.
Which does what?
When it comes into play, I can search my discard pile for ready spell and put it in my hand.
Okay.
While this unit is in battle, reduce the attack value of all units in battle with this unit that I do not control by 4. So
Okay, and it's 4 life.
Yeah, just don't try to fight it with dudes, I guess.
Sure.
It's a 1/4/1.
Okay. Has recovery 1?
Yeah, 1/4/1.
Okay. Let's do this. I'll miss Typhoon you again. Do 1. Draw a card. Side action, we'll play a Masked Wolf.
Okay. When it's focused, you get 2 of them. Is that what happens?
If you spend any wolf to activate the spell, you may take an additional side action this turn. So, in theory, I can spend 1 wolf, take a side action.
So it doesn't actually produce 2, but it like replaces its action.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to do a side action of draw a card and then change a dice.
Okay.
Main action of Sacred Ground.
Okay. That's the one that whenever something attacks, you get armor 2.
Armor 1.
Armor 1.
All units get armor 1 if...
Okay.
When an opponent would use a spell that affects all units or each unexhausted unit, you may discard this spell. If you do, cancel the effects of that spell. After a player has declared attackers, I can place 1 exhaustion token on this spell to have all units gain armored 1.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do this and summon a bear.
Okay.
Bears. We got bears.
What does bears do now?
It's just a 2/3 terrifying 1, and this unit cannot be blocked or guarded by units with attack value of 1 or less.
Okay. I'm gonna play an Anchornaut.
Okay. 1 damage to the bear.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna pay for it with the horse head though.
Okay.
Side action of one damage to the bear from Cole.
Okay. Let's go ahead and bear attack Cole for 2.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Side action of meditate to 2 power sides like that. And we will pitch Raptor Herder from hand. And we will pitch Sleight of Hand.
Attack bear with druid.
Okay, take 1. Die. Bear, he doesn't.
You're exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Side action of...
Ant is giving us... Is that Among Us emojis, Ant? I'm not sure what those guys are.
They're like little hamsters or something.
I don't know what they are.
I don't either.
They're like little chibis or something.
Let's do 1 to you with the coal.
Okay. Go to 6.
Go ahead.
Okay. Side action, spend a wolf, make a wolf.
Okay.
Additional side action, we'll spend here to make second wolf. And then main action, I'll attack you for 4.
Okay, I'm going to trigger the Sacred Ground. Give all units armor 1. I think... Is that good? I can't block with the Essence Druid. Or, I can block with the Essence Druid, but I can't counter.
No,
can't
it's
block
exhausted. Can't use it.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. I will accept your damages.
Okay. Welcome to the stream. If you're here, be sure to say hello. We got a bunch of viewers watching.
I'm going to raise your little hamster something here. How about hamsters in a wheel?
Neil's going hamsters in a wheel.
Alright.
Sure, go.
You have no dice left.
No dice.
And your ready spells cost dice?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to attack with Anchornaut.
For 0?
Yep.
Okay.
Side action of Rally the Troops, which is choose X allies I control with 1 or more exhaustion tokens on them and place them into their owner's hand and remove X. Wounds from your Phoenix Born.
So you're going to heal 2?
Yep. And
okay.
draw 2 cards. Go ahead.
All right. Pass. No side.
All right. Anchornaut.
Okay. Do 1 to
Kill a wolf.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go first. So no side.
Okay. Pass main.
Yeah, pass main. Sorry.
Okay.
Didn't you pass?
I did.
Yeah.
So, but you played a main. So...
All right. I played a main, so I had no side. Then I go to you.
Right.
You pass, and then
correct.
I have no side, and I pass.
Correct.
Okay.
Whee!
We gotta get the playmats back in here. It's so loud.
I know it is loud
in this tiny room.
It's satisfying. It's at least satisfying.
Oh my god! I rolled 7 basics.
Well, I rolled 5, so it's not like I rolled like exceptionally better than you did. I'm just gonna draw a card here.
Okay. I'm gonna do main action, make some crickets.
Okay.
I'll make. Whoops! I threw the other crickets on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna react to those with an ice trap and kill one of them.
Okay. Well, let me finish my. I have to discard to do the.
Okay.
Thing. So I'm gonna discard this, and then they come into play. So
I'm gonna go ahead and spend my nature. And I'm going to Ice Trap, which is you may play a spell for a unit of value 2 or less comes into play, destroy that unit. So we'll destroy one of the crickets.
Okay. I'll make your frog into a basic.
Okay.
And then we do like return one of each other's discard pile.
Yep. So you can pick. Let's do expand energy.
You can have a raptor herder.
Okay.
And I get an expand energy. Okay. And then side action will be Call the Wolf.
Okay. Okay. Let's meditate these. So we're going to meditate 1, 2, 3,
Chat, do you think Knights on Cricket is the best card in the game?
4,
Because it's definitely the best card in the game.
and let's go 5.
Wow, the old meditate for 5.
Well, I mean, I need those basics to be something else. So, let's go ahead and spend a basic, play my Anchornaut, paying your Night Song Cricket.
Okay, I'm gonna upgrade one of my dice this time.
Okay.
You can have a hidden power.
I'll give you all off here.
Okay.
Okay. So that was my main inside. Your turn.
All right. I guess I'm gonna make some more crickets as my main.
Yep.
And I will discard to make the additional cricket. Side action, I will do this ability of make this into a horse head and draw a card.
Okay.
Go ahead. We got a lot of viewers tonight.
We do, yeah.
Thanks all of my friends that are
Appreciate it. Yep.
just being my friends. Thanks even more to everyone that's actually here to watch us play Ashes badly. I hope that it is entertaining and that you guys love Jiminy Cricket.
You are Jiminy cricketing me.
I'm cricketing the ever living hell out of you.
I'm not sure you're actually doing anything with them, but okay.
I mean, eventually, I hope I will just like grind you out and then I can attack for 2. But you keep killing them, so I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done like 7 damage with just coal.
It's true. Okay. We're going to side, spend a wolf, summon a wolf.
Okay.
So we play a wolf, then we focus, and because I spend a wolf, I get an additional side. That additional side, I'm going to summon another wolf. Maybe I'll do this. I'll do this so it gives me an additional side.
Okay. Taking a bunch of actions this turn.
And then with my other side, I'll spend this to do a secret door, give one of the wolves unblockable. Both wolves will attack your Phoenixborn for 2. One's unblockable.
I'll block the one I can block with a cricket.
Okay. So you're countering, we trade the cricket.
Yep.
Okay. And then I do 2. Yep.
I'm going to downgrade one of your frogs to a basic, and I give you another hidden power, and you can give me whatever.
You can have new ideas.
Okay.
And then I get a hidden power, you said. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
main action of River Scald.
Okay.
Which is draw a card, discard a card. I will discard a new ideas.
Okay.
And then do 1 to this and draw a card. And then coal your Anchor Knot and draw a card. Go ahead.
Okay.
I hope they don't change new ideas either.
Let's
Leave my shenanigans alone.
side this up to here. And we'll crack that. Let's go ahead and summon a bear.
Okay. Main action of play cricket.
Okay.
I don't want to main action play cricket. That's so bad. I'm gonna coal your bear and do like free crickets. And then do a main action of something else.
How did you do free? Oh, you just discarded it to play.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So attack bear.
I'll defend for 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yep. Let's go ahead and main action this. Do close combat. Choose an exhaustion you control. Deal damage to a target unit equal to the chosen unit's attack value. Then place 1 wound or 1 exhaustion token on the chosen unit you control. So bear with a scald for 2. And put 1 on the bear. Side action for the turn. Let's spend. What do I want to do here? Yeah, let's spend this and side action and exhaust your sacred ground.
Okay.
Or no, your cricket. Sorry, you have a 3rd cricket.
I can't make crickets anymore. I don't have the dice.
You can't meditate into it?
No, it takes
it takes the sympathy.
dice.
Okay, so I guess we'll do the sacred ground.
Yeah, that's better.
Yep. Okay.
I'll coal your bear.
Okay.
And pass as my main action.
Okay. Let's main a monk. No side.
Coal your monk and pass.
Heal 1. Pass.
Okay.
So flips. Discard those.
This was a better roll. I'm happy about this roll.
I'm okay with this roll. I'm not like super excited about it, but it is reasonably possible, I guess. Do that. We'll draw 3. Okay. How do I want to do this? think I want to be somewhat aggressive here, but I don't get 2 wolves if I do that, so it doesn't really work to be aggressive here. I think we'll just go ahead and do this and play a Frostfang.
Okay.
And then side, we'll stop 1 cricket. Do I want that one though? Let me see if I want that one. I don't want that dice to be spent. I want this dice to be spent.
Okay. I'm going to play Essence Druid.
Okay.
When she comes into play, I'm going to get her ready spell back.
Okay.
There's Law of Domination.
Okay.
Side action, I'll do this.
Okay.
Draw a card and turn this up to a horse.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's do main action of a hidden power. So I draw a card, and then I move 5 dice to sides of my choice. These are all just going to go to powers.
Okay.
All power. Okay. Side action is going to be let's go ahead and ping your cricket down.
Okay. I'll turn one of your frogs off.
Okay. That goes to basic.
Yeah, you can have a hidden power.
Okay. I'm going to expand energy.
Okay.
Okay. That's my turn.
All right. I'm gonna do a main action of Law of Domination.
Which does what?
When it comes into play,
You can't play a 4th. Oh, you do have a 4th.
I have 4.
Yep, you're right. Okay. Yep.
When this comes into play, choose an opponent to choose a unit they control. Then I choose a unit I control, and they deal damage to each other equal to their attack value.
Okay.
I will choose this.
All right.
This damage and damage from attacking and countering cannot be prevented.
Okay. So I do 3 to your druid. Frostfang dice. Okay.
And side action will be Collier Phoenixborn.
Okay. Go to 8. Okay. Let's ditch the hidden power, roll this back up. Let's go ahead and main action this and this for a Mist Typhoon.
How did you... Oh, you meditated.
I meditated, yeah. Mist Typhoon, deal 1 damage to all of opponent's units. You may draw a card, so I'll draw a card.
Hang on, I'm going to stop that.
Okay.
If opponent would use a spell that affects all units or each unexhausted, I can discard this. If I do, cancel the effects of that.
Okay. Okay, well, that's my turn. Go. Okay. I didn't realize that had the additional text on it.
I did read it. Let's see. Let's go Swordsman.
Okay.
Do you want to do your Phoenixborn?
Go to 9.
Go ahead.
Side, deal 1 damage to the druid.
Okay.
Pass on main.
Okay. Let's make some crickets.
Mm-hmm.
No side action.
Okay. Okay, let's go side action summon a Masked Wolf.
Okay.
Additional side, summon an additional Masked Wolf. I don't have anything for the extra side I'm going to get here, but... Wolves attack both... Well, I can only do one at a time.
One at a time, yeah.
Yeah. I guess we'll just Wolves attack Cole.
Okay, I'll block like so.
So you're countering?
Yep.
Okay. So that exhausts.
It doesn't exhaust. He has alert.
Yeah, I'll just concede. There's no way
you're
out
very
of it.
dead.
Yep. So I just should have known, I guess, the Sacred Ground. I mean, you just played it like a million turns before, and obviously...
I also think that had very little...
it had a huge effect, because I had to waste a whole nother... I lost a whole turn. He time-walked me on it.
I mean, you killed a 1-power dude, was what? Like, it would have killed a 1-power dude?
But it kills the 1-power dude that you can just stand in front of everything that I put out and make my attacks 0. So
I think that you had lost the game before we had gotten to that juncture.
I don't know yet. I'm not sure I agree with that statement, but...
I mean, I had 6 cards in hand and dice left over, and I was going to go first on the following turn.
Yeah.
Like, I think it would be hard for you to win, but specifically that Sacred Ground was like it's unfortunate that you didn't know what it did.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree completely that I was at loss there yet. Okay. The bear seems not good anymore.
Why? He hasn't changed that much.
He's a 2/3. He used to be a 4/3.
No, he used to be a 2/3. He just had like he did extra damage when he attacked Phoenixborns.
Sure.
He's still a very efficient guy.
Maybe. Yeah.
He's just not as good as he was. Because what were his 2 powers? It was one of them was when it.
It was one was when he hits a Phoenix Born, he does 1 damage to
one
another
additional
unit.
damage.
Yeah, and the other one is when he attacks a unit, he can exhaust another unit.
No, that's something different. I think.
Okay, I don't remember.
I'm not
them.
sure. Maybe that's what it is, but let's see.
I think.
But it's still like it still has the same power and toughness, and that's like mostly what matters. When this unit deals damage to another unit, you may spend a basic to place an exhaustion token on the unit. So that's a good ability.
Yeah. We'll see ya. Thanks, man. Appreciate you being here.
Bye, Taylor. I miss you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Noah's ability seems really expensive in the scope of things. Like, it's powerful to exhaust a ready spell, but, I mean...
How much does it cost to do it?
1 basic.
I mean, the first 2 times you did it, it was really good. Because I was going to make 2 crickets. But then later in the game, when I had 3 copies of cricket, it becomes less impactful.
I have 3 basics.
I have 2 basics.
Okay, so I'll go first then.
Sorry, this was a basic.
Main action, Butterfly Monk. Side action, Summon Wolf, Mass Wolf. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta spend a basic for that. Sorry. Let me see which basic I want to spend here. Spend that basic.
Alright, side action of do damage to your Phoenix Born with discarding this to play it.
Yep.
And then main action of make a single cricket.
Okay.
So I don't have it focused.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Summon a monk. For my main side action, let's go ahead and summon a wolf.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Side action will be Call Your Wolf. Draw a card from the new ideas. Main action will be Changing Winds.
Okay.
Draw 2. Put 2 back on the top or bottom. Put them both on the bottom.
Okay.
I think I want these other ones. Maybe I want one of these. Let's see. I'm going to put these 2 on the bottom.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's attack your... you have a card and I don't have one. Let me think through this. Let me go ahead and meditate here.
Okay.
I'll meditate 2 here and here. 1, 2, so Hidden Power, Mist Typhoon.
Okay.
And then I'll attack the cricket.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna upgrade one of my dice, and then you can have a hidden power back. I get a new ideas.
Wait, what are you downgrading for a dice?
I'm not. I upgraded one of mine.
I see. Okay.
I didn't target yours.
So he heals. Okay, go ahead.
play Swordsman.
Yep.
Call you. Draw a card off the new ideas.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Play bear.
Yep. It's a bar.
It's a bar.
Killed me a bar when I was only
no side.
34. Let's call you.
Okay.
Play expand energy.
Okay.
For 1.
Okay.
Good. Draw until you have 2 cards in
2
hand.
cards in hand, yeah.
I have
I was just trying to remember how it was worded, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play the hidden power.
Yep.
Draw a card. And think. Main action of Secret Door.
Okay. My main will be. Let's do side of this. So turn this. I'm not going to change it. I'm going to draw a card though.
Okay.
And then main action of cricket.
Okay.
I cannot currently afford to make a cricket with 1 dice.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and make a bear.
Okay.
No side.
Okay. Side action will be call your bear. Main action will be expand energy. Drop to 2.
Okay.
Pass to you. Not pass, just your turn. Yeah.
I have to think through this. Sorry.
You're good. We got 45 minutes of stream left.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit like I just don't think I have a decent way to deal with the swordsman.
He does seem really good.
And like if I just pass, you can attack, which maybe is my best move here. Because then you have to attack. Because if you pass, then we just end turn.
Well, I don't think passing is good for you because you can pass, then I can go call your bear, pass,
and then we end
my turn.
Right.
Then I'll call your bear to dead and have an action.
Right, but you'll you have to use one card out of your next turn. Right.
That's true.
So it's one less card for you overall. And that's what I'm thinking about right now. Because if I attack, like you can just defend with the swordsman for free. And I guess I get 2 damage on the swordsman.
Right. He has recover too.
Right. I mean, my point is that like I have other ways that I can quote unquote deal with the swordsman, but it's
right. I mean, I think you're okay like attacking swordsman and frogging like frog power the swordsman.
But that doesn't kill him.
No, but then you have an additional frog waiting to kill him on the following turn.
But no, it won't, because I'm going to do 2 frog him for 1.
That'll put him at 3.
Right. He heals 2, so he's back at 1. I have no bear. I have no board presence.
If you attack, the turn won't end. I will pass, and you'll have a turn. Minimum. I mean, I may take other actions, but...
I don't know.
But that's... I mean, I don't know that line of play is correct, but that is one way you could kill the swordsman. Because you know that, like, in the last game you didn't see any, like, protection shield or whatever, and I don't...
You don't have any dice to cast it, right?
Right, I have no dice. I just have 2 cards in hand.
I guess we'll see how it goes. I'll attack the swordsman for 2.
Right, and... I mean, maybe that's not good either.
No, there is no good... Because I don't have a good trade. Yeah, you can just block it.
And put 2 on here, then I get to kill your bear and take no damage, but you still frog it for 2 and don't get anywhere.
Yeah, I mean...
I think this turn ends... I think you're better passing, because at least you make me attack the bear.
Well, that was my thought process, is that you have to side...
You have to discard 2 cards to it, yeah.
You have to side... Well, you can't discard 2 cards, because if you don't take a main action, if I pass main action here, and you don't take a main action, then the bear carries over to another turn, and you get... Now, you get
right.
2 less cards.
I would have to discard a card this turn and on my following turn.
Correct.
So that's probably better. You're just in a rough spot.
I can't fight swordsman. I have nothing that fights swordsman, so pass. Like that. I just don't have anything in this deck that's going to fight swordsman. Bottom line. Like I have to really work to kill a swordsman. Like that card seems insane.
It does seem very good. I mean, what was it before?
It was not that. It didn't have 4 life.
When this unit dealt damage by attacking or countering and placed 2 wounds on target unit, it's a 2/3. And when you draw 1 or more cards, you remove a wound from it. It's interesting. I don't know.
So I'm just gonna pass.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I can side pass, but there's nothing I can really do.
Do you have
good.
a side action that you want to do?
I mean, I can force. No, just go.
Well, I'm going to attack bear.
Okay, I'll counter.
Yeah. And no side.
Okay. Side 1 to the swordsman.
Yep.
And then we'll main a raptor herder.
Okay.
I mean, I think this is my only potential out.
Yep, now you're forcing me to do stuff. I was hoping that I was just going to get out of the turn, but I was too greedy. Call your herder.
Okay.
And pass.
Pass.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a really good play out of that at all from any perspective. So,
Sonic Swordsman is a good card. I think we can agree on that.
Oh my god.
That sounded like it was a good one?
No.
Oh.
This is the old 6 basics, Neil.
Oof. Oof. There's a frog.
Yeah. And then I draw 4.
I'm gonna make the frogs, or not the frogs, the crickets.
Okay.
Draw a card from the discard.
Okay.
And then side action will be this.
Okay.
Draw a card and make a horse.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's spend 1. Play an Anchornaut and shoot a cricket.
Okay. I will downgrade your frog to a basic. Here's my pile. Do you have anything?
Have a Raptor Herder, Mist Typhoon, and a Hidden Power.
You can definitely have a hidden power.
Okay.
That was not a difficult choice.
I guess I give you. I don't know. Is expand energy and new ideas better to give you here?
I think expand energy.
Yeah. You got so many cards. Like
I'm gonna have to work real hard to get down to where that's good.
Okay.
New ideas is actually insane. Like, just like no action, no cost, draw a card when I ping your guys.
Right.
Like,
okay.
Yep, I am finished after. Oh wait, that was your.
That was my
your
main.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Side for the turn. No side. Maybe I want to. No, no side.
Okay. I'm gonna do main and side.
Okay.
Of Shepherd. And then get back in Essence Druid.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's just go ahead and spend this for a Hidden Power.
Okay.
Draw a card. And then we put 5 dice, so we're just going to take all 5 of these to power sides. Hidden Power seems alright in the new version. It's not obviously as insane as it was in the old version.
It's not like broke OP, but
it's still pretty powerful.
Yeah, unlike Vicky, which
oh wait, I only get 5, so that's the 5 because I didn't have a frog anymore. He had knocked a frog down, so that's how it comes out.
Unlike Vicky, who they just like annihilated, Hidden Power I think is still good. I mean, if Call Upon the Realms is a reasonable card, I think Hidden Power is too.
Let's go side of Make a Wolf.
Okay.
I don't have it focused, so I don't get extra action, so.
Okay. Play an Anchor down and kill your wolf.
Okay.
I'm gonna coal your Raptor.
Okay.
Draw a card from the new ideas. Go ahead. I think that maybe I cheated you once last game with my crickets. I'm not sure. I've been trying to keep track, but
sure, let's see what you got. Let's go Frostfang.
Okay.
No side.
Okay. I don't have a great way to deal with Frostfang. Oh wait, Essence Druid is actually really good against Frostfang. They just bounce off each other. Main phase, play Essence.
Okay.
get back a Law of Sight.
Okay.
I'm gonna call your Anchornaut with my Expand Energy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Spend 2, pay second Frostfang.
Okay.
Side action is Meditate 1.
Play Swordsman.
Yep.
My side action is no good here, so I will pass to you.
Okay.
Full battlefield. I don't know how to organize these. Put my coal down here and then we'll have some more space.
Let's go ahead and close combat. Frostfang will kill the Sonic Swordsman and I'll exhaust.
Okay. Swordsman down.
Yep.
So the armored is turned off when it's exhausted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm trading you for
A card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can fight the Swordsman. So
Yeah. Let's do that. I'll have my Swordsman attack your other Frostfang.
I'll defend, and I have a reaction.
Okay.
Let's shoot your Druid for 3 with a Shadow Strike.
What does that do?
After, you may play a spell after an opponent declares attackers, deal 3 damage to target unit that opponent controls that is not attacking.
Okay.
So I take 3, go to 5.
No side.
Yeah. What do I do here? I guess I just have to, your Night Song is going to eat my Frostfang no matter what I do. I guess the difference is whether I force you to hack the Frostfang with the Night Song, we trade.
Yeah, you can't attack the Druid, unfortunately.
No.
Because she'll shrink your man.
Yeah.
I'm
not planning to attack the Druid right now.
Yeah. But you can like attack Shepherd and kill it. Or you can, you probably want to trade the Cricket though, because it's like the best dude. Or else you just like 3 the Sonic Swordsman. I don't know. Because he can't counter you right now.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. I'll 3 the Swordsman.
I will call your Frostfang main phase attack with my 2 guys.
Alright, so I take 3.
Yep. Oh, sorry. I'll attack with this too.
Take 4.
Yep.
Go to 9. Alright. Pass.
Pass, no side.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little main sleight of hand. Draw 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I don't think you can do that in live.
I can't live no matter what. Like, I don't have favorable trades no matter what happens here. I mean, I can side into a wolf to defend myself.
Right. And then you won't die.
Right.
But you're in a lot of trouble.
You played 2 Sonic Swordsmen this game by the second round. Like, I can't beat Swordsman. Like, it's like the worst card for me right now. Because I can't adequately deal with it. And so there's really not much I can do.
Right. So, I mean, it's unfortunate that, like, going in, we talked about how all your dudes are 1 toughness, so you can't, like, make 2 wolves and block him.
I think that's obviously what Cole is intended to fight against, right? So it's just going to be a bad matchup if you're trying to play Noah with wolves. Like, it's just going to be bad. There's just no way around that because everything that I can make, like, even Frostback Bear is just bad against him. Because you basically put the pressure on the bear to have to do something the next turn, or it just dies to Cole ability. Granted, you get rid of 3 cards, but you don't care, right? Like, you don't care about losing 3 cards in a Cole deck.
Well, in this deck specifically, I don't. Like,
I don't think any Cole deck would if you're playing Cole correctly, right? Like, you're going to leverage Cole's ability. Like, when we were talking about, like, Brennan ability a week ago, right? And Brennan's ability was, like, sack a dude, do 2 damage, right? That's sort of the same kind of effect. But Brennan's ability is an exhaust ability. And it costs a dice. Like, Cole's ability is just like, just do this over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
It costs a card.
But so did Brennan's
and it can't
ability.
Go to the face.
Right, but so does Brennan's ability. Like, Brennan's ability costs a card. It's a card that you have in play.
Sure.
So, I mean, you still have the same costs on Brennan's ability, and you can only do it once per round. Whereas, like, Cole is just like, I'll just pitch 5 cards around once I have a board. Like, and you don't have to, but you do. I mean, you actively pitch 5 cards a turn. I mean, through additional draw mechanics and things like that. So I don't think there is a unit that you can play that will sizably stand up to him because it just forcibly pushes, especially with unit reductions in power across the board. Like when we look at Reborn, I think Cole is going to be really, really hard to beat. I just don't see other units out there that are going to be sizable because of the Rhino. Like, are you going to invest 5 dice in Rhino for our 4th guy?
I mean, there's dudes like Swordsman, for instance, is good against him because has a big toughness. Snake is good against him.
I don't think Snake's good against him. Snake's only got like 3 health.
It's a 3/4.
No, it's not. Silver Snake is like an X4. Its power is equal to its like or an X3, but
the 4 is what matters. Like,
but it doesn't because essentially you play a 2 power guy and all your 2 power guys are worth 3.
I'm gonna argue this because if 4 toughness creatures like are Coleable, then this is a card that they did errata and they decided that these stats on him are good for 1.5 or whatever. And so if 4 toughness creatures can't beat him, then like they did a bad job, and I don't believe that they did a bad job.
Sure, I'm not saying one way or the other, but like you still get to just kill what masked wolf, right? Like you still just
you're still dead on board.
Yeah, I mean
this gets cold and then I attack for because you're at 9 of how many?
16.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, exactly. It's 7.
That's game. Yeah, I just like I said, I don't disagree, but I'm saying when you look at general health pools, essentially what Cole gives you, every single unit you play is +1. At the cost of a card, but because Cole himself can go side action, do a damage to something, now attack with a 1-point guy, kill a 2-point guy. So you can just trade up consistently with Cole.
Right, but if in that situation, you've 2 for 1 to me.
But that doesn't matter. Like, this game is not about like card advantage. Like, it's already been determined.
I would argue that what beat you is card advantage. That like like all the cards in my deck are card advantage, and obviously Cole is a way to leverage card advantage into victory.
I don't agree with that assessment.
That all my cards are card advantage. Like
no, I agree that crickets are card advantage in a way because you can spend one action to get 2 cards. You still have to,
and when they die, they put a card into your hand that I can turn into Cole Pings.
Correct, but this is my point, right? Like Cole just having straight ability to continue to just fire off damage as a side action over and over and over and over and over again just basically means that I don't care if you put a 4 defense guy out, you put a 5 defense guy out. At some point, like yes, at some upper level, there's probably a point where Cole can't reach them in a turn, right? But I'm going to tell you right now, 4 is not that number. And we don't have a lot of units above 4. So Cole gets this insane ability where you can go, okay, my 2 unit guy is actually worth 3. Because I can go,
I fundamentally disagree with this because like if all we're talking about is me trading 2 guys and a card in hand to kill your guy, you are winning that trade every time.
But you're not because you're spending 2 cards, but Cole's cards are almost like a mana for his ability. And in comparison to any other Phoenixborn, I mean, just as an example, I'm not saying Noah is good. I'm not convinced Noah is a good at all. And certainly against Cole, I don't think Master Wolf has any shot of winning at all. But number 2 on that is, I'm trying to explain it as best as possible and be as articulate as possible with this. But my point being is Noah goes, all right, I spend a whole action and 1 dice, right? Like a side action and 1 dice to exhaust a ready spell. That's a fine ability. It's not overly powerful. It can sometimes gotcha, but it's also somewhat hard to interact with sometimes and have it be meaningful. But it in theory, it takes away once per round 1 activation of whatever your biggest threat is on a ready spell, right?
Sure.
But it costs a die, and you get to do it once. That's it, right? Fine. Cool. Now, we look at Brennan. Brennan has the ability to sack an ally, which is also the cost of a card, which I've already paid for that card, so it already has a mana cost associated to it, right? And you then have to spend a die and 1 activation to get 1 source of 2 damage. But Cole just has like 5 sources of 1 damage every turn.
Right. So
okay, so like I understand that you have to pitch cards for 5 sources of 1 damage, but the reality of it is that if you have 5 sources of 1 damage on side, you can do like Cole just does exactly what you want to do there.
So
I think your deck is really
other
good.
Cards in the deck, 5 sources of 1 damage is no other plays.
Sure, but does that matter? Like, does that really matter if you can go, okay, 5 sources of 1 damage takes out the biggest threat and an opponent's spell board?
Like against Bear,
you have to spend 2 cards and then attack with a 1 attack guy.
Well, against Bear in a world where I have 5 sources of 1 damage and no other plays, like you have 4 cards in hand and 10 dice to, I mean, you can take 2 damage, lose your Bear, or you can use the cards in your hand or whatever to prevent the 2 damage. But I'm saying like here's your turn, right? You have 5 cards in hand. One of them is Bear. Play Bear, make a Bear.
Right.
I'm doing 5 damage.
So I've spent a card to play the Bear.
Yeah.
Right. I've spent 2 mana to play a Bear that I literally can't do anything with.
And I'm going to spend 3 cards to kill your Bear if that's all I'm doing.
But if the Bear is gone, I don't have the board presence.
But you still have 4 cards in hand and 7 dice.
Okay,
and I have none. Like
you still have 2 cards left and 10 dice. So in theory, you could play an even bigger threat, right? Like you could play an Iron Rhino in that deck really easily, right? Because if the one thing you did every turn was just cast Rhino,
I would like to see you play against this deck with guys that aren't 1 toughness and see what happens.
I don't disagree that
because I think that
I don't disagree that non-1 toughness guys are going to be somewhat better, but I'm going to tell you that you can favorably trade. You can favorably trade battlefield presence all day long with Cole. It's like it's literally an onboard +1 to your guy every turn.
I completely fundamentally disagree with that. And
I mean, let's just be okay. So
because the way that I was playing against you was
okay. So
I was just trading I was trying to get as much for every card in my pile as I could against you, which was either like playing a man, or making a cricket, or coaling to. I only went to the face with coal when I had excess cards, and I only went to the face with coal if I had one of the discard things.
I understand.
And
I understand the decision points. They're not.
so,
they're not super complex
like,
there.
Right, and I think that I do a lot less if you have a 3/3 or a 3/4.
But
like,
those don't exist. I mean, the only 3/4s that exist are Sonic Swordsman.
You want me to start naming them?
Yeah,
Like,
Swordsman.
Snake has 4 toughness.
Okay.
Vampire has 4 toughness.
Okay. So I've spent 3 dice in a card to play a guy that you can shoot down with a 2 attack guy, but for 2 cards and 1 guy.
3 dice in a card and my 2 cards.
Sure.
And my dice that I use to play that guy.
But you
come out ahead.
Yeah. But you don't, right? Like,
But
you don't
but you
because.
do.
But you don't.
If we're only talking about that exchange where you have a guy and I'm spending 2 cards, the one I played, which I spent dice for, just like you spent dice for your guy, plus a card in my hand, like our dice and our guys trade, and I spent a card from my hand.
I guess fundamentally I don't agree with that, because I think that at the end of the day you can still just play 3-4 guys, and on top of it, because Cole doesn't have a need to spend dice on every card in hand like a normal deck would. Like, every card in your hand is basically 1 instance of damage, so you just have 30 damage in your deck. I mean, you do.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
It's not.
Because there's no way, there is literally no game state that I'm going to do 30 damage just over the course of 6 turns to you by playing nothing and doing nothing. Like, that's just a terrible way to look at it.
But if you think so, I don't agree with that. I'm saying that is what the value of a card is in that deck. No matter, the card could be completely blank, it's worth 1 damage.
Right.
Can we agree with that?
And I hope that every card in my deck is worth more than 1 damage. Like, I'm not going to play blank, do 1 damage.
But here's the deal. Like, if you have a 15 health Phoenixborn or a 16 health Phoenixborn, then that's really saying that only half your cards have to be blank to make Cole powerful. I mean, and I'm not saying that your cards are blank, but it means that you can put 30 cards into your deck that all do things, and at the worst, they're worth 1 damage. The floor is 1.
I think that if you're playing a deck that has guys that I'm not 1-for-1ing with Cole ability, the game changes dramatically.
But it doesn't, because I played bear. And just putting bears out, I couldn't keep a bear on. I can't keep a bear on 2 turns.
Because I also have dudes that are like 3/3s or 2/2s.
And that's my point. That's my point.
So you have like when we compare the threats that happened in the games we played.
So
like I had like some guys with power toughness, and you had some guys with power toughness, and you had like. You're right. Like, some cards in my deck were a source of 1 damage, and some cards in your deck were a.
Let's just say you played a deck that had all allies that cost 3, which would be really bad. But let's just say you did that. I mean, we don't have time to build a deck and go through this right now. We can talk about it for next week. But if you had all the 3 cost allies that have 4 toughness, at most, how many do you think you can play a turn? 1, 2?
I would say by definition 3.
But you can't. You know you can't, because it would require you to fix dice. It would require you to take too much time to set up. And in that process of setting up, Cole can just continue to just whittle them down to a point where you can make favorable trades. Like, I will gladly trade.
You're right that this deck is very time efficient.
But it's not just about time efficiency. It's about I need your deck, because I'm going to show you. Like, it's about going, okay, I'm going to play. And Swordsman is obviously the biggest example, but like, I play a 4 toughness dude, you play and you've spent 3 dice in 1 card, right? I spend 3 dice in 1 card for, let's just say I play the mirror, a swordsman,
right?
Okay, you now spend 1 die and attack my swordsman, and we trade. You don't spend 1 die, you spend 1 card. You still have 7 cards. You have no board presence, but you have 7 dice.
So in this specific trade, we spent the exact same number of dice and the exact same card. And I've spent an additional card.
Right.
Like, you have 2-for-1'd me and broken even on all resources.
But now I have to spend another 3 to play another guy.
And so do I.
But you don't. Because you can play a cheaper guy to trade up. Consistently. Like, you can play like you can go, okay, in this same exchange.
Next week you can play this deck.
No, I don't.
And I'll play a deck that has 4 toughness guys in it, and we'll see what happens.
I'm not arguing about that point. I'm saying that at the end of the day, why it's a repeatable ability is beyond me.
Well, I'll tell you what. On top of all the arguments I made up to this point, like my deck is all draw cards, so I get to call more often. But people who are way better at this game than us and have been testing and changing and doing everything for months decided that this text is okay.
I'm not disagreeing.
And so
I'm not arguing that point. I'm trying to understand then what is the purpose of printing essentially? I mean, like Reborn has just 1,000,001 toughness dudes.
I think it has less than base game did.
No, it's way more because they bumped us so many down. I bet if you were to go back and count 1 toughness guys, there are way more 1 toughness guys now in Reborn because they wanted to create favorable combat. Like a lot of guys are now like they don't have 2 toughness. A lot of them are like 1/1s, 1/2s, maybe. Like there's very few guys now that are scaling up in terms of offensive power. Like it doesn't feel like we've got a ton of offensive
both
units.
Of these cards are upgrades.
I'm agreeing that Skald and Swordsman are easily some of the best units in the game right now.
I guess he actually got smaller, but he's like got a sweet effect.
Right. I'm saying I agree that certain units definitely got power buffed. We talked about that last week in terms of their overall playability. But Cole just now is to me has risen in power because the sort of guys that you would want to fight with that are you how could you play like would you enter a tournament with a low to the ground deck knowing Cole exists? Ever.
I think that is like saying low to the ground deck is not how Ashes functions in general.
But then why have a battlefield of 7? You see what I'm saying? Like, well, if you can't create permanence of 7, then why have a battlefield of 7?
I mean, I was able to make a battlefield of many.
Sure, but that's just because it goes back to the repeatable ability to control the board state with Cole's just pitch a card to do damage. Is this a draw game or a build deck based on the entire suite of cards available? It's a build on all suite of cards available.
It is an LCG, Chris.
Yeah.
Where you build decks, like Magic or whatever.
But every player has access to the entire card pool.
When they print cards, there's no randomized cards. You buy a package and it has a play set of all the cards in that set.
Correct.
So, you come to assuming that you've bought all the expansions that have come out, you have a play set of every card. There's no chase rares or whatever.
So my point being is if everybody has access to all the cards, if you were to enter a tournament, a large tournament, you'd have to assume to a certain degree that Cole is the kind of deck that would want to fight low to the ground. And it can also scale because even if Cole's ability does nothing, you still have dice affordability to just be like, I can play big things in Cole decks. Like I can play expensive things in Cole decks because I really only need to play 1 or 2 cards from my hand a turn. And the rest of them can be worth 3 damage.
I had to play very specific cards in this deck to do what I did.
Sure. I'm not taking anything away from the deck build.
All of the cards in here are 2-for-1s, right? Sure. And I think I would cut Anchor Knot. I didn't like him very much.